Good evening. Welcome to a live. It is Wednesday evening, and I thought I would just jump on and share with you a very small unboxing. I've got a couple of bits from the online exclusives that are now available. So I thought I would share a couple of those bits and pieces. I don't know that I'm not going to do full crafting tonight. I might make or stamp a few bits out, but maybe not a full card. We'll see how we go. I have been out bright and breezy today at a gathering with some other Stampin' Up demonstrators, which was brilliant, but it was an early start. So I'm looking a little tired. Well, hello, Wendy. But I was in my craft room and I thought I would had dinner and I thought I would share the couple of bits with you. So relaxing after a busy few days gardening. I hope you've had a great success with your garden opening. Hey, Chris. What to show you. As I say, I don't have hundreds of bits and pieces. Oh, bless you, Gillian. Thank you. It was my hair wash morning. Day one of it being washed, it's due a cut. I have to say, it is due a good chop. So I'm at the hairdresser's on Friday. So I shall get a good, I don't know however much. It's not going to be that short, but I'm not going to go mad. But it does need a good trim. So I have my catalogue at my side as I need to order. Oh, brilliant. Right, let me what we're going to share. So the online exclusives are what they say on the tin. So they are online. You won't find them in a published catalogue. But if you go to coastalcraft.com/shop, you'll find my shop, and then down the left hand side you can filter to online exclusives and you can look for these products online. When they're available, and when they're not, they're not. So I have checked before I came on, and the things I'm going to show you are available currently. So let me share my desk. Like I say, I don't have hundreds of bits and pieces, so we won't be here for hours and hours, but let me share with you. So one of the things I got in my order, which was not super exciting, as in it wasn't a stamp set or papers, but it was exciting because I now am able to have some spare scoring blades. So the scoring blades come in a multi-pack of 2. And they're not in any of the catalogues, but they are available online to purchase. These little plastic notches here are what hold your scoring blade into your trimmer. And if that little plastic bit there wears down over time or snaps through use, then the scoring blade will continue to pop out of the track because it doesn't have those little plastic notches to hold it in place. And so whilst the scoring blade won't run out or blunt as such, just through wear and tear of using that up and down your track of your trimmer, you might find that it wears out through use on that particular part of your scoring blade. So this allows you to have a couple of spares, which is nice. So they are available to get. So I've got some of those now spare in my drawer, which is ever so handy. I also got some embossing folders, which are not new, but had completely passed me by. So these are in the annual catalogue. They are called Geometric Patterns, and they are 2 mini folders. One is this triangle-y one, and then one is this 3 patterned. You've got stripes and arrows, and I think this is great for masculine cards or teen birthdays and things like that. And it would certainly go with the trucks, wouldn't it? So you've got that kind of tire track and things like that. So I thought that would be pretty useful. So I've just got a scrap of white here. I haven't got a very wide piece, but let me. Hello everyone. Unusual for me to be on a Wednesday evening. So this is just me popping by with some online goodies. They actually arrived on Monday, but I haven't had a chance before now to share them with you. So I thought I would hop on. As I say, we've had dinner, and I thought we'll just pop on and share these with you. So this is platform 1 and 3, because these are standard embossing folders, and they are very cool. Look at that, like that. So you can do a smaller strip through your mini, or you could continue to emboss more pieces, as in like a wider piece, if you used your larger cut and emboss machine. So that's that one. Do you want to see the arrows? Shall we do the arrows, triangles? Let's while we're here, we can emboss one of these. So folder. I haven't opened my boxes yet tonight. Tonight is when it's going to. There we go. That's very. I like that one. Very cool. Could be good, kind of Christmassy, maybe. I don't know. All sorts. That's just a good all-round pattern background, isn't it? That one. So, as I say, not new. Not an online exclusive. These are in the annual catalogue. So if you're looking for these, they're in the annual catalogue with the embossing folders, which is where you will find those. Paul says I haven't opened my boxes yet. I like that he has multiples. Right. What else have we got? We have another tool. Have you seen these? These are now available. Also annual catalogue. So these are an add-on to the Take Your Pick Crafters tool. So these are in the annual catalogue here. And page 168. Yes, thank you, Karen. That's the embossing folders. So the embossing folders are 168 just here. These just down in this bottom left-hand corner. 145, page 145 are these additional tools. They weren't available when the annual catalogue first launched. They weren't immediately available, but they are available now. And so you get 3 tips in this box. So one's a hobby blade, one is a pick tip, a rotary perforating tip. So you get 3 items, and they come in a little box, and there they are. So we have our Take Your Pick tool, and these ends swap out so that you can change over the tools that you've got on the end. I'm most excited for this one, I have to say. This is a pokey tool or a pick. This is the one that comes with the take your pick, and this is the new one, so it's thinner and longer, and so this will sort of work, and it will stab holes in the tops of cardboard if you're trying to put some ribbon through and things like that. So useful, but this will give you a smaller perforating, like a punch if you want to punch your card. I'm going to use it in the tool in a minute, but it gives you a smaller hole, whereas this one will give you the larger hole, and then this will just slot in like so, and then just lock into place. So you then have your tool. You can then unlock and pop that in, and you then have a little hook, which is ever so handy for hooking up little edges of dimensionals and things like that. So you'll be able to hook up your little gems and what have you. So useful. So that's that one, and it comes with a little protective cap end, as do all of those ones. And then you have the this one goes on this end, I believe. So this one screws. This is your putty end, which comes with the tool for picking up little bits of card or gems, and this will just screw in. And then you have your hobby knife for cutting around. Okay, so useful for lifting partial die cuts too. Yes, definitely that hooky, but just be what that is, a very sharp blade. Handy that it's sharp, but it is very sharp. So that is your blade. And then this one is also going to pop in this end, and it's got a little guard to kind of stop that getting caught. But if you pull that away, then you can then see the blade, and that will give you like a ticket effect. So maybe don't go quite so heavy, Emma. But that, yeah, I can see people doing lots of fun stuff with that, creating pull away, tear away, open ticket things and stuff. So, or just for a kind of rougher perforated edge, I guess. So I'm sure people will do lots of fun stuff with that one. But yeah, so that is the additional tools that you can get for your very handy dandy take your pick tool. If you don't have one of these, they are a fab addition to your crafting stash. I am going to leave that end with the little pokey, longer thinner pokey. I'm very excited to have that. So just pop them to one side. Right, pretty things now, or you know, I say pretty things, stamps. But two stamps. One, it will come as no surprise if you have seen the online exclusives, which stamps I have picked up. So any prizes for guessing? Hello. Right, let's show you. So we've got one which is So Very Merry. I know I'm in the UK and this is still available. that is not to rub it in to anyone who doesn't have it available, but it's sold very, very quickly in some markets. So I do believe they're may well be coming back in, but I am definitely no expert in other markets and their stock levels, so I would not like to say either way. But if you just check online or with your demonstrator, then you will be able to find out the status of that. So this one is like a stained glass window. There's like an angel, a Santa, a gingerbread house, a little robin, and then the bells and the mistletoe. They are, oh, Paul, good. Yeah, they are getting more in the US market. So yeah, if you see lovely ideas, gather them up, and then you will be able to make and play with your set as soon as it comes in stock and available. So let me just stamp this out for you so you can see. It's very cool. It's a bit different. I think it's probably why it sold quite well, is because it's a bit different. So you get that stained glass window, and it will, I am almost certain, I'll just check. Yes. So this is the 2 3/8 circle punch. So this is the punch that came with the Circle Sayings bundle. So this one comes as a bundle. So 2 3/8 circle punch. If the stamp set is not your cup of tea, the punch is amazing. I highly recommend getting the punch with or without the stamp set anyway, but the stamp set is cute. I've done stuff with the shells are cute, and the cupcakes, all of it actually. I quite like that set. But the punch is an essential for your stash, I feel. So yeah, so both those circles will fit in that circle. And then you can just colour, should we, I don't know, I'm not going to go mad on too many different colours. But you've got kind of a stained glass, and you can colour each section then. You'll be able to come up with lovely colour combos. I won't colour all of this just now, but you get the idea. You can see how this might work. So that's a light and a dark blend. So without, you could obviously blend the different sections, but without blending even, you can get the different light and dark tones of those. And then yellow. And that's Daffodil Delight. And light in there. And then it's going to be dark. And so then you have that background building up. So that's just one of those two sets. The Santa one has got the kind of cut that way, 'Tis the season to be jolly. Oh, what fun. Peace and joy and very merry. So that's those. And then last but not least, I also purchased the Trucking Along bundle. This was shared, some samples were shared during Creativity Now, which was a demo event. And it's super cute. It has a coordinating punch, which you can use on its own, or you can use to cut out the stamped images. And so you've got your truck there, and your wheels and your wheel notches and things that you can then, I've only done it in white, but you get the idea, and you get your window and things. And then this one has the option for colouring or infill. So this one, if you were to bring this back in, start this one. Our little truck, and it has so many options for mixing and matching. So I am going to just do a red. I'm going to make my stamp very red. Very red. It's going to be very, very red. So this is real red. How cool. So cool. So there is that, and then inside you can have a Christmas tree or flowers or palm tree or presents or what have you. So you can have it more like every day is a fresh start. So you can have it more seasonal with some flowers like spring flowers and things like that. And then you've got the Christmas tree as well for Christmassy stamp sets, for Christmassy cards. So I have got stamps on blocks everywhere, doing various bits and pieces at the minute. So I'm putting these on rather large blocks for the size of a stamp. But that's okay. And then we can infill. So cool. I love that. So simple. And you can do the, where are the tires? There. So with the wheels, I would line up on the stamped image and then pick up, because with this there is a danger that you're going to put it on and wibble it out of place. So by putting it on here first is my tip for making sure that when you stamp, that is going to go exactly where you want it. Heather, no, it is already cut like that, so the tree is not having to be masked. It is perfectly positioned, if you like, for lining up. So all the bits that go in the back of the truck are designed just to go straight in there without having to faff around lining them up. So that is just gonna sit in there. I've blocked the bottom, but that's okay because I was going to cut it out anyway. So just make sure you don't get ink in the middle of your stamp there. But yeah, how cute is that? So cool. So let me show you another one with, let me show you another one. What colour shall we do? Shall we do a blue or something like that? What shall we do? Just having a play. Isn't this lovely? Let's give that a clean. And shall we do, what shall we do? Blueberry bushel, a bit bright. And why not? Blueberry bushel. You're definitely going to see that truck coming, aren't you? Wow. That's cool. That is the blue, very inky. And the Memento. I would suggest as well with this, if you ink that side and that side, you're going to get less in the middle. And that's going to do your tyres. And then we can do, shall we do little flowers? I like those. The little pots and things as well, but the flowers, I mean, it's got to be flowers, hasn't it? I mean, I love the flowers. And that is going to sit in there. You should be able to see, they're photopolymer, so you should be able to see through and see where you're lining them up to. I don't think they're, personally, I don't feel like they're proving too difficult to line up. But all right, so we've got 4 flowers here. Is it that way round? I think so. Look at that. Is there leaves to line up, or do you have to colour them? You have to colour them. That's okay. I don't mind. Let me move you in a bit closer. I don't know if that's, is it a bit blurry? Can you see that okay? I'm hoping you can. I'm just going to bring in my Granny Apple Green pencil and just add a little touch of colour onto those. And so obviously if you've put things in the back of the truck, you would need to have punched out your truck before and then place the things inside, if you see what I mean. So if I'm going to use these on a card, they would at this point now need to be cut out. So I will chop them out. What are we at? 20 past 9. I said I wasn't going to be ages, and I've been ages. So for those thinking, oh, it's just going to be a quick little unboxing, and she's still here. But I think it's nice to have a little play with them, see what they can do, and then sometimes with a new stamp set, it's nice just to have a little play around, see what you like, see what colours look good with it, and then kind of create a card rather than trying to always create a card straight off the starting point. I think where are we at? We've got summer. I love that. The little Christmas tree in the back just sold it to me. There you have. Oops. There you have two little trucks. Yeah, so that's a good idea. It would, the online papers, let me not put that in my scrap pile. Let me put that. Where are my online papers? So the online exclusive papers are somewhere around here. I have got them in my craft room somewhere. I don't want to. I did order another pack, but I don't really want to open them because I have a pack already open, and you know how it goes. If you, here we go, found them. I'm just sitting here blending backgrounds for all my swans. My arm is killing me. Keep blending. Can't wait to see them. But that paper looks lovely with it. So these are the online papers. I've shown these before, but I feel like I have. I feel like I've shown these a few times. If you haven't seen them, I mean, like, how cool. We'll go. No, boom, card made. We might make that one up, actually. I might do that. We'll see which other paper we like. That's a definite contender. All the backs are not that one. That's a possible. Not really. That looks a bit out of proportion. The fox could be being chased by the truck, but I think maybe not. This one, again, it's quite snowy, although you could have it kind of going through the forest. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that one as well. That's not too bad. That's all right as a kind of a contender. That could be a bit of a sort of perception. You could have that in the distance, couldn't you? You could have that. That's lovely. Kind of a bit of what's the word? Truck over the fox. Oh yeah, cover the fox up. Foxy Loxy. Where's that one? Could have it instead of the fox. Look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it? I mean, you don't want to get rid of the fox on all the paper, but that looks lovely. Where did I get to? That one. And then oh look, just parked outside the cabin. Look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? That looks really cool. I like that one. And then I'm so excited. My truck might be delivered today. Woohoo! That looks odd. Because it looks like it's fallen over on its side. That looks strange. That's not too bad, I don't think. It's kind of like you can have it climbing the rocky background. These are my favorite. I think those are my favorites. I think going over the fox is a good idea as well, actually. That worked well. There we go. We could do a little slimline card, maybe like a 3x, and then you would get 2 out of your papers, wouldn't you? I like that one. I think I'm going to go with the blue. Let's go with the blue. Bookmarks. Yes, bookmarks is a great idea. A great idea. So we could just cut this paper 3 inches, so in half, and then this will fit in an envelope at that size. So like a little slim line, but if you wanted to get 2 out of an A4 piece of cardstock, you would need to come slightly less than 6 inches, otherwise you won't get it out of the paper. So you will come down to 14.8, and then I'm going to do, what am I going to do? 6 and 6.25, and I'll score at 3 1/8. I think I've done the maths. I'm very tired. It's been a long day. It's been a brilliant day, but my brain is not fully functioning. So yeah, that works. I just need to trim the paper down, don't I? So the paper is fine that way. I just need to trim it that way. So I'll trim it to 14.5 centimeters. So I've just taken a little notch off the top, so not a great deal of wastage. And we can glue this. Not too far, Sue. Southampton Romsey, so Southampton Way. But I left home just after 6, and then I picked up Heather. We went for a lovely breakfast. We went to it wasn't super posh, but we went to Starbucks, so that was lovely. So yeah, it's been a really nice, really lovely day. Really lovely day. Oh, my thumb is all inky with yellow. Right, so let's put that on there, and then we can have a little sentiment. Maybe it's super simple. Super simple. No, not bad at all. I mean, it's just been busy at work, and so just feeling ready for hollybobs, really, but that's a little way off yet. So right, let's do a bit of white inside. So 14.5 by 3 inches, which is 7.6 centimeters. If you want to keep it all in one set of measurements, rather than mixing and matching. Who else does that? 3 inches by 14.5 centimeters. It feels perfectly acceptable to me, but it's in my mind that's perfectly normal, but yeah. Sometimes it just works. One set of measurements is boring. Yeah, exactly. It's good to mix it up, isn't it? keep everyone on their toes. We need a sentiment, don't we? I've lost my stamp set. What have we done with it? Wishing you a festive Christmas. Let's do that. Where is, I'm making Christmas cards in July. This is unheard of for me. Unheard of. All right. Let's do a little embossing. I wasn't going to unpack this, really. Who was I kidding when I said I'm going to unbox and then just not make something? Who was I kidding? Let's put a little white embossing. I was watching Sarah Douglas share some embossing on her page. I think it was yesterday, actually. And it was interesting. I thought it was an interesting question. Which embossing colour do you use the most? And obviously mine was white, because if you've ever watched my lives, I don't think there's many a live that goes by without me white embossing. But what colour do you use the most, or do you not use embossing? White all the way. I'll give you some clues some more time, I think. Yeah. Fran says she started with Christmas cards last month. Go, Fran. Very organised. Very organised. Right. I'm just doing a simple sentiment. I'm just putting that. Should we put that? I think at the top there is quite nice, or in the middle. I don't want to cover too much of the tree line, but I don't think it matters on this card, actually. I think we're okay to cover that up. I love that I've influenced you, Sue. Look, I can use my take your pick tool. Look at this. It'll be flicky. Flick those off. I don't know how well that'll work. I just use my fingers, I think. Sue says, white now, never used to at all until I started watching a certain person. Too funny. Oh, Melissa, that sounds fab. I don't often emboss, but yesterday I embossed astronauts on a holographic paper in black. I bet that looks amazing. I'd love to see that. Maybe have a peek at that on Friday if you're around. Right, let's do a few sparkles. What's a card without a few sparkles? Let's do just some good old rhinestones. 3, is that enough? Maybe that side. That's enough. Look at that. How cool. You could make a whole batch. So that paper would give you two cards out of one sheet. Super simple note card, slimline, and you could make a batch of them. They aren't too bulky to post, and the paper does all the hard work for you, and they would fit. That's the envelope size, so they would be a little the envelopes what can I say, the envelope's going to be bigger than the card, but that's okay as long as it's not as long as the card's not too big for the envelope, we're good. So there you go, a little trucking along, and a few other bits and bobs for you this evening. Just a bit of a random unboxing live, so hopefully that has been a little bit of fun on your Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll take a little snap of this and share it on the on my page, but hopefully if you've got this coming along, you're inspired to use up some of your papers, chop it up and use it. And I will be back with you on Sunday as normal for my normal live. Have a good rest of your week, whatever you are up to, and I will see you all soon. Take care for now. Bye.